Can I get some water, Kiki? Thank you. So, hi, basically, this is a moment of transparency for me because I never, you know what I mean, address a lot of things, like anything that goes on in my life. I've been told, like, Tommie, just don't say nothing. Let it blow over. It'll blow over. It's going to be the next 5-10 posts is going to be something else. They're going to talk about something else. So, and ultimately, it's been about strangers. So, basically, I was with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know, I'm listening. I'm following instructions, basically, from people that has been in the industry longer, who knows more, who, you know, is professional. And this situation right now, I don't agree with the fact of addressing, you know, family matters or really ultimately any matters on social media. Because for one thing, I know that the people that you're talking to, they really don't care. They don't care. And at the end of the day, it's humorous for them. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a laugh. It's a kiki for them. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like, they're going to go on about their life. They're going to go on about their business. So you never really see me addressing, you know, things that are personal on the internet. I feel like that's whack. But when it comes down to my family, and anybody that knows me, they know how I am and how hard I go for my family. Y'all know my struggle. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know, like, bits and pieces of, you know, how I come up. My take on abortion, my take on anything of that nature is this. I could put it to you like this. The reason why I feel so strongly about that opinion for females to have a say-so about their body is because this is something that you are never going to be able to undo. You're never going to be able to undo having a child. And ultimately, I've come from a broken home. My brothers came from a broken home. A lot of my peers came from a broken home. And it caused us to make some weird decisions because ultimately our parents wasn't there. And we didn't have no role models. We didn't have nobody to look up to and things like that. So basically, you're not given a manuscript on how to parent. You're not given a manuscript on how to handle X, Y, and Z. There's no book out. When you in that labor and delivery room, there's no book out to show you when you leave here how to address X, Y, Z. You get what I'm saying? So me, I would rather my take on abortion, yeah. I would rather a teen live their life, because I was a teen and I had a baby young, and I didn't have nobody. I didn't have anybody to tell me this or this is what you should do or that's what. I didn't have none of that. So ultimately, my decision to my child that I think so highly of and that I love is that I don't want her to ever face the things that I face. I don't want her to ever go through that. I want you to be in your dorm room. I want you to complete high school. I want you to have wild parties. I want you to live out these years of your life, because you never get them back. you never get these years back. You're never going to get your 20s back. You're never going to be able to be a teenager again. Ever. So that is, when you see like text messages and stuff like that, that's ultimately what I'm thinking about. As a mom, I'm disappointed. I'm hurt. I went through a time where I was so depressed, like I wasn't eating. I wasn't posting. I have endorsements. And I'm not posting what I'm supposed to be posting because I'm in my head about somebody sleeping with my daughter. My daughter having sex. How did it get to that point? How did it get to that point, Tommie? It got to that point because I was arrested. I was arrested because I went and addressed my other daughter about being disrespectful. Yo, you can't disrespect me, and not only can you not disrespect me, you cannot disrespect any adult. So I went and addressed my daughter at school. Society is so fucked up. You can't even discipline your children right now, or you're going to jail. So I'm faced with this, right? Boom. I go to my daughter's school to address her about being disrespectful, and it turned into a worldwide mess, as you know. Now, I'm in jail for 4 months. It took 4 months for my daughter to make a wrong decision. 4 months, right? 4 fucking months for my daughter to make a wrong decision that's going to ultimately be her whole life. One wrong decision could cost you your whole life. You get what I'm saying? It might be funny. I see a lot of people laughing and shit like that. But the reason that I'm doing this is because I never talked to y'all about some serious shit or about real shit. Yes, I think abortion is an option. You want to know why? Because if you don't have the money that it takes to, like, out of your pocket, without insurance, without welfare, to pay your doctor for your OBGYN, you don't have that, you ultimately, that's rule number one, you ultimately, like, you're headed for a world of motherfucking, it's gonna be crazy for you. You don't even have that. And as a teen, if you don't if you don't got the money to pay for a doctor, my nigga, if you don't have the money to pay for a doctor, then you, like, we're not even gonna get into where you live at, where you stay at. We're not even gonna get into that. You don't even have the money to pay for the doctor who's gonna deliver your child. You don't have a career. You have not finished school. Like, these are all the things teens need to think about. Like, when you ultimately, oh yeah, he's whispering in my ear, we're having sex, he wants me to have his baby. If somebody asks you to have a baby, they already don't respect you. And they already don't value your life. If that's all you can see for me, if you're not whispering in my ear while you're fucking me, that you want me to be the greatest bitch in the world and you want me to win and you want me to be successful, you're already going down a wrong road. One thing I could say is I did this alone. You have never once seen me post any drama about a baby daddy, about a this, about a that. I don't care about them. When I did this, when I had my children, I had them. They mine. I didn't ask anybody for a handout. Never. I have 35, probably 40, 50 mug shots. And they all for getting money. They all for getting money. And that money went to my children. Not only did I raise my children, I raised my mom's children. I was a mother to them too. I'm not going to get personal about what's going on, but one thing I cannot stand for is I'm not going to leave this earth knowing everything I sacrificed, all my blood, sweat, and tears because someone is emotional. I'm not going to leave this earth. Anything can happen to me or happen to anybody. I got to stand on this because I know who I am, and I know every decision and every move that I made was for my children. It was for my children. I went to jail a million times about my children, about providing for them, about making sure they had the littest, most, you know what I mean, life that they could imagine, because I didn't have that. I ain't have that. I ain't have none of that. And I know what it took. I know exactly what it took. So do I believe in abortion? Yes. Yes, I do. Because I wouldn't suggest somebody have a child that they can't, not even take financial out of the equation. Take financial out of the equation. When you have a baby, ultimately you're going to have a job. So you got 24 hours in a day. Ultimately, you're going to have a job. You're going to have to work at least 9 hours to make a decent check or whatever the fuck. So you're going to have to work those hours. Those are hours you can't be away from your child. See, when I had my children, it wasn't no Instagram, but you could go to my Facebook, Tommie Lee, and it's them all through my Instagram. All through that. That's what I was on. I didn't have a life when I was from, 15, 16, 17. I didn't have no life. I didn't have that. I had a responsibility. And I had to take care of my children. So that's what I was doing in those years. That I'm supposed to be having fun. I'm supposed to be in college. I'm supposed to be, you know what I mean, on the dorm, having frat party, all of that stuff. I didn't get to do any of that. I didn't have a prom or none of that because of the decision that I made when I thought that I was in love. When I thought that was the end all be all. Like, I thought that, this is the man I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. And how many of y'all know, like, it never is the man that you're going to love for the rest of your life. It never is. It never is. So, from my own personal experience, what I told my daughter was, you don't want to make this decision like this. I say you have plenty of time. Do it right. No sin is bigger than the other. So you already had sex unprotected. You already had sex. You're not married. It's no bigger than making a proper decision so you won't have a life-altering mistake and decision. So, y'all can feel and judge and whatever. One thing about it is that those are my personal beliefs, and I'm a human being, and I've been through a gang of shit, so I can speak on it because I speak from experience. I'm seasoned. I'm never going to tell somebody anything wrong, especially not my child. My sister, she came to me when she had her first child. I'm with you when you want to have an abortion. I'm with you if you want to have your baby. I could care less about what people are going to say or feel. I have to act on my real emotion. Like, you know what I mean? I don't put up a facade and act like it's something that it's not. It's hard. It's really hard. And it never gets easier. It never gets easier. And one thing about this internet shit, when you come on here and you think you talking and you getting shit off your chest, who are these people? Like, who? My main reason is because I'm hurt. I'm hurt because everything I fucking sacrificed is for my children. It's for being a mom. And now you're coming for that? I can't sit back and let that rock. I cannot sit back and let that rock. Like, no. No. I had so many dreams and goals and aspirations for my daughter. It's unbelievable. I seen her going way past me. Way past me. When I moved to LA, I immediately took her. Pretty little thing. You're gonna model. Got her in Beverly Hills High School. All of these things before I even knew she was pregnant. I'm in jail. I left you with your dad for 4 months, and this is how fast a life decision can happen. In 4 fucking months, a life-changing decision was made, and I would never get too personal to tell y'all, like, the real shit that happened. The real shit that happened, man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Just fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all over the place because I'm trying to sound like some shit that I ain't. I'm trying to, you know, skip around. The facts is this. The facts is respect. It's respect. I bring you home after being, you know what I'm saying, homeless, sourcing a place. I have to move out of Atlanta, and I bring you home. This your room. This your walk-in closet. This everything. We're gonna figure this out. But you're in there making YouTube videos. You're in there making YouTube videos. I say, what you doing? Making YouTube videos. Why are you making YouTube videos? You're about to be a mom. You need to be planning, plotting, and strategizing. What are you making a YouTube video for? I don't know who the fuck y'all mamas is. I don't know who raised any of you people. But this is some serious shit. If you bringing a baby into the world, you ain't got time to make YouTube videos or really too much be on social media like that if you're not a graduate. You're not a high school graduate. So I ain't agree with that. So, you know, if God called me and everything, and as you know, I just came out of a situation. I would never kick. My child has an active dad. She went to her father's house. How I feel about abortion and what I said in those messages is how I still feel. I feel like if you don't have the money to even pay for the doctor to deliver your baby, you in some serious trouble, my love. You in some serious trouble because not only are you going to need that times 10, you're going to need a million other fucking things. You're in trouble. What be the plan? What is a fucking teenager's plan? What is a teenager's plan for a baby? You can't give me one. What is a real reason to bring? You know who's going to wind up fucking with the short end of the stick? It's the baby. And I know. Because my kids got the short end of the stick. Because guess what? I made a promise to God if he get me out the streets and I don't got to hustle no more, that I will take anything that I'm doing serious. Lord, just please get me out the streets. Please get me out the streets. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to look over my shoulder. Please. And guess what? He did it. He always show up and show out. He did it. So now guess what? I got a whole career. Boom, out of nowhere. I can't be with my kids 24/7. I can't watch every hair grow out their head 24/7. It's impossible. Because I got to grind. Because I got to take care of them. These are the things I'm trying to tell you to let you know this is what you got to prepare for. This is what's ahead for you. This is what's ahead for you. So if don't nobody feel that, then you know what? Maybe we're not on the same type of time. I am never going to tell my child, oh yeah, just go ahead. No, I'm not going to say that. That's not how I feel. That's not how the fuck I feel. And I would never do that. So if I'm wrong for that, again, shoot me down. I don't care. I don't care about what anyone thinks about how I feel inside. I have to move. I have to move accordingly to how I feel. And I know what's right is what's right. And basically, listen, I was a young mom. My mom was a young mom. I ain't old.